whatever sin I might have sinned against all of you, please forgive me. Even though I'm short of words, I can need them for you. You could have voted for me. Sorry for your boy. I beg.
Don't be small begging, baby. So the housemates had their head of house challenge for the week, and Onyeka emerged as the first solo head of house since the end of the duo dynamic for this season of Big Brother Naija. As we all know, the game is now back to reset, and it's now all man for himself. The rule book is back to play, fully back to play. Like, you break any of Big Brother rules, you get a strike or you go home. Microphone infringement, strong warning, serious warning, and all of that. They are now back in play. No more nonsense. No more. Big is no longer taking nonsense. Aside from that, since the breaking of the duo dynamic, since the division of the duo dynamic, division of the pairs into solo housemates and solo individuals, conversations have been flying here and there all over the house. Housemates emotions are all over the place. The ones that have been riding heavily on the backs of their paired partner, the ones that have been just chilling in the house and not doing anything, they've been in Big Brother's house as furnitures and all of that, they now have to play this game individually. So you have to up your game. You have to bring in your best foot forward. If not, you snooze, you lose. If you lose guard, you get evicted. So before we get into the details of all of this, hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl P Samuel, and this is Bible PC. You're especially welcome to my YouTube channel. For new subscribers, special hugs for you, or warm hugs for you, or I love you. For returning subscribers, you guys know you're the real MVP. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly do so. It's totally free. Yes, it costs nothing at all other than few seconds of your time and a little bit of data. Kindly subscribe, guys. Also like my videos so YouTube can recommend my videos to more viewers, and also comment your thoughts down below. Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Also share my videos to family and friends, and turn on post notification bell button to be amongst the faces of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. So quickly, let's dive straight into our gist of today. So yesterday being Monday, the housemates had their first solo head of house challenge, and they started at exactly 5 p.m. So Biggie had summoned the housemates to the arena to play this particular game, and he had announced the instructions for this game. So the game was played in several phases. For the first phase, the housemates were to arrange tires, colored tires, accordingly on each other using the colored sample that Biggie had given to them with colored painting, colored tires. So they were to arrange it exactly as it was in the sample. So for the second phase, the housemates were to deflate a tire one after the other. Deflate a tire and fit it into a small mini square box, and make sure it contains into that box, and you close the box. So for the third round, the housemates were to tie a rope across their head to their jaw, and place a red ball sitting on their head, sitting pretty on their head, and they were to paddle a tire while this ball was still sitting on their head, paddle it from one end to another end. Of course, we all did that when we're small. You guys know how you paddle a tire with a stick, like you roll the tire with a stick. So they were to do this and move it from one end to another end. So for the last phase, the housemates were to pull a tire laying flat on the floor between party cups, and make sure they drag it across the party cups till they get to the end. So the fastest emerges as the winner of this particular challenge. The housemates were given 10 minutes each to partake in this task. So the housemates had come into the arena to play this game one after the other. So while SHAUN was playing, WANNI was trying to cheer him up, and Biggie had warned her that this was against the rules of the game, that there is no talking, no side talks, no assisting, and no anything, because of course we know this is a competition, and now everyone is playing the game individually. So no, kumbaya, no friendship, no I'm trying to help my friend, or I'm trying to help my partner, I'm trying to help my brother, or I'm trying to help none of that, everything cancelled. So Biggie had warned WANNI, and shortly after, into the game, while SHAUN was still playing, SHAUN had at some point started talking, and then he had gotten disqualified. Suj was also disqualified because Actually, he wasn't in the arena when Biggie had announced this instruction to the other housemates, but then he got disqualified because Nelly was cheering him on. She wasn't just cheering him on, she was actually explaining the process to him, how he was going to do this, you should do this, you do that. So Biggie had disqualified him. We were all surprised when this had happened because, of course, it's not Suji's fault. Suji was not at the arena when Biggie had announced to other housemates that the rules of the game is that nobody should talk to anybody that is playing the game. Like, no assistance, no talking, no speaking, no shaking, no, none of that. And Suj was confused and he was pissed at this point. Like, "Ah, what's going on? Like, why was I disqualified?" And then Biggie later on, after they had finished the game, Biggie had announced to Suj that he was disqualified because Nelly tried to assist him. Usually it's Nelly that would have gotten disqualified, but because Nelly has been buzzed out of the game, meaning she has already played, so she can't be disqualified. So he was to, serve the punishment for Nelly. And it just didn't make sense. It made zero sense to the viewers. It made zero sense to me, of course. But then it is what it is. Biggie they paramount, like, send the housemate at all. They've been, breaking rules. They've been doing a lot. They've been doing the most in the house. And this time around, Biggie is pissed and he has been, giving it to them hot. Initially, Ozzy had the fastest time, but then Onyeka had played and she beat Ozzy's time. Chizoba has also played and then she got close to Onyeka's time, but then because of all the obstacles she faced, her ball kept falling down, and then one or two other mistakes. She had come close, but then at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. Onyeka had the fastest time, and Onyeka has emerged as the head of house, first solo head of house for the week. Massive congratulations to her. So moving on to the live nomination, Ebuka had announced that this week is eviction free. No live nominations, no nominations of different housemates, no eviction. He has announced that to the viewers, but of course, the housemates, they do not know this yet. So he had also mentioned that we need to get used to these individuals, these housemates playing the game as individuals, moving forward till the end of the game, because this duo dynamic has been broken off. It has ended. So every housemate is to play the game moving forward as an individual. We need to get used to it. We need to see and witness their strengths and weaknesses, and get used to their fans and their fans and their supporters need to get used to this moving forward in the game. So Biggie had announced to the housemates that there would be a special diary session for every member of the house, and in his words he had said that for the live nominations process, there will be a special diary session, and this was for the housemates to reintroduce themselves as solo players in the game, and they would have their moments. They gave them like 90 seconds to plead their case in order to advance their game. So they need to beg us, the viewers, to vote for them and keep them in the house. So this was when the housemates, they started drama. So some of the housemates got into the diary room to beg, to do the needful, and they showed gratitude to the viewers, to their supporters, to those that have been voting for them. And then they pleaded their case. They pleaded for more votes for the viewers to actually vote for them moving forward and keep them in the house till the finale, and maybe they would win the game eventually. We don't know. Others went in there feeling all entitled, like, my fans, my supporters, you know, you guys should keep voting for me, as if they were commanding their. Well, we're not going to dwell so much on that. Others went in there and they were all begging and being all dramatic with this. The likes of Ben, the likes of Chizoba, the likes of Kelly Ray. Ben was literally speaking in tongues, like not like speaking in tongues per se. Ben went spiritual. He was saying, guys, if I have sinned against you, you guys should forgive me. You guys, you know what they call ikule adiamo in Yoruba? In English, it means the kneeling down of a mother. He actually said it in English, that the kneeling down of a mother, that we should pity, more like we should pity his mother, that for the sake of his mother, we should keep him in the house. That for every week he spent in the house, it's a big deal to him. Like it's an achievement. Like keeping him in the house is a lot to him. Like we should keep him in the house. And it was being all dramatic with it. And Chizoba went into the house and she knelt down, she raised her hands up and she was like, viewers, I am begging you, please keep me. It was also dramatic, all fun and quite interesting, and all whatnot. And then Biggie had announced to the housemates at the end of this um live nominations diary session, whatever he called it, that every member of the house was up for possible eviction except the head of house for the week, Onyeka. So there was a bit of a back and forth between Ozzy and Chizoba during the preparation of the wager tax for the week. So Chizoba had brought in a suggestion, and Ozzy had countered this suggestion because, um, in his words, so Chizoba had brought in a suggestion. She had brought in an idea, and then Ozzy had countered this idea that no, they shouldn't do it, and it was in he had said it in a weird way, like in a more like it was turning down her idea, like no, like she's always bringing ideas, but then she does not bring solutions. She's always countering ideas and all of that. And then it was becoming a bit of a back and forth. So it was becoming a little bit heated. And then Chizoba had excused herself and she had gone into the garden to cool off. And then Ben at some point started looking for her. He didn't see her. Then he had asked around, and then Anita had explained to Ben what had happened, and he went into the garden to, like, calm her down and console her and all of that, to tell her to let it go. So Chizoba had lashed out at Ben and she had transferred aggression on Ben, and Ben was like, let me offend you, like what's going on? Why is it that whenever I'm trying to calm you down, when you're angry, you lash out at me, you transfer aggression on me, like you always yell and shout at me? And she was like, no, that the thing is that whenever she's upset, she likes to be left alone. She doesn't want anybody to talk to her, calm her down. And Ben is like, you said that when it's in my case, like when me, Ben, when I piss you off, when I get you angry, I should let you be. I should let you cool off. Then when I'm good, we can have a conversation about it, not other people, not the world. Like, why is it that whenever you're pissed, whenever someone pisses you off and I'm trying to calm you down, you're always lashing out at me and all of that? But then at the end of the day, they resolved it. So for the wager tax preparation, they had a lot of a back and forth. They just kept going on and on, bringing different ideas and arriving at none. Onyeka at this point was extremely frustrated because it was as though they just kept bringing different ideas, but then they are not putting these ideas together. Nobody is picking the ideas. They keep countering each other. This one will bring idea, this one will counter it. They arrived at no solution whatsoever, no decision whatsoever, and she was really pissed at this point. So for the wager tax, the housemates were to come up with something about a superhero ish, and then Chizoba had brought an idea about the costume, that they should do like different superhero costumes, unique costumes. And Ozzy had countered that no, that would be a whole workload on Cassia, because we all know that Cassia she's always designing for the housemates when it comes to tax and all of that. She's a stylist, and I think she's into fashion design and she knows how to sew. So she's always helping them tailor their costumes and all of that. And Ozzy was like, it would be a whole workload on her. And Chizoba was like, no, that it doesn't have to be all the workload doesn't necessarily have to be put on a particular person. Like other housemates can assist. There will be lots of housemates assisting her and all of that. And they kept going on and on and on and on about it. It was a mess. So later on, Biggie had shown them what exactly he wanted for the wager tax, and then it was exactly what Chizoba had been saying. It was exactly what Chizoba had suggested initially, and at this point, I'm just so tired of this housemate and their different ideas and different, them countering different people's ideas, and it's stressful. It's really stressful at this point. So, but it'll be all right. Moving on, the housemates started with their diary session for the week. So Nelly had us, and then she was just being a big baby, saying that she misses her family and she would really like to speak with her mom and all of that. And then it got to a point, and Biggie had asked her about her situation with SHAUN, about the conversation that Ebuka had disclosed to them on Sunday about the bot issue. Like SHAUN was having a conversation with SHAUN and WANNI. They were having a conversation about Nelly's bot. Apparently, SHAUN and Suge, they had a conversation, and then Suge thinks that Nelly's butt is natural and Sean thinks otherwise. And then Sean was having a conversation with WANNI, and it was like, it's funny how Suge still thinks that Nelly's butt is actually real, like it's a natural butt, like it's original. And WANNI had said, yeah, the butt is actually okay, but then her hip is not properly done. Her hips are not well, placed, well filled. And then it was asking her that what is she going to do moving forward about that particular situation. And then she had said she's not going to do anything because she noticed that Sean is actually her friend, and she noticed that Sean has been moving funny. Like he has been trying to like tell Suge things about her, like, at the arena game, the head of house tax that they had. Nelly had caused the disqualification of Suge, and then Sean had gone to meet Suge later on that ah won't he do anything? Is he not angry at the fact that Nelly caused his disqualification? That if he's the one, he'll be angry. Oh, you'll be angry that Sean has been trying to like plant a seed of discord between Nelly and Suge. Like, I don't know. He's trying to come in between them. Nelly had told Biggie that earlier on, her and Sean, they had a conversation about it, that Sean had come to her to have a conversation about it. And instead of him apologizing, instead he was trying to make a case for himself. Like he was trying to explain that he and Suge, they've had a conversation about this bot issue like on several occasions, and then it's not like a big deal, like more like it was trying to like turn Nelly against Suge. Like he wanted Nelly to be angry at Suge for talking about her bot. Like he probably did not know that Suge already told Nelly about it, just in case it comes up later on. So he was trying to like get Nelly peace instead of him apologizing. And then she had realized what he was trying to do, and she had told Suj that Suj should watch his back. Like these people that are his guys are forming my guy, my guy. They don't really like him like that. Like later on, last night, they had a conversation about it, and they were talking about it like they had realized, both Suj and Nelly, they have finally figured out what Sean is trying to do, the game is trying to play, the seed is trying to is trying to cause a rift between them, and they have decided that they are not going to listen to him. Like they had figured it a way around it moving forward in the game. So Ozzy and his twin OC, I don't know what they are trying to do. It's more or less that they're trying to gaslight the viewers. They are trying to they were having a gym session and they were making a case for themselves, and Sean was trying to explain to them that he probably understands what Ebuka was talking about on Sunday, that at the party arena on Saturday, that he had seen lots of people had called his attention to Ozzy and Onyeka, the way they were, playing with each other, and he was at the top, and he was even trying to give a visual description of exactly what happened, like a physical description. He carried Onyeka was there as well, so he carried Onyeka and he was displaying and showing exactly what had happened, what the image, what he had saw, and what he thinks that the viewers will perceive as what Ebuka had said on Sunday Live Eviction. And then it's OC going on and on, trying to drag Sean. Like more or less, they had the back and forth about it. OC was really upset. Ozzy as well was really upset. OC was going on and on about them, trying to portray what is not there, like trying to, make things up, like they're trying to set them up that why Sean that is their guy. Why will Sean be saying things like that? Like these guys were going on and on and on, trying to gaslight the viewers and the entire organizers of the show. They went on a dragging spree. They were dragging Ebuka. They were dragging the organizers of the show. They were dragging Big Brother. They were dragging Sean as well. And it's the fact that they were trying to twist whatever Sean saw, twist his head, twist his mind, twist everything. But it's the fact that Sean is not that kind of person that you can easily just twist his head and make to see things the way it is not, or try to change the narrative or something like that. Sean is not someone that you can do like that with, so probably they should try someone else. But then moving on from that, Wanni and Sean had a bit of a back and forth, another fight. They were going on and on about the way they talk to each other. Wanni was complaining about the way Sean talks to her, that she doesn't like the way Sean talks to her. Most times Sean talks to her like a kid, that she takes care of Sean. She she cleans after Sean. She, washes his clothes. She does a lot of things for Sean. But then Sean, the least Sean can do is respect her or talk to her in a certain way. And then I think she had called Sean weird because of the way he was talking to her. I didn't like the way he was talking to her. And then Sean had told her to fuck off in the presence of lots of housemates. And then Sean was just, going on and on and on about it at the kitchen when they were serving. They just finished cooking and they were serving the housemates. And then Sean was going on and on about it. And they were telling him to reduce his voice, trying to like calm him down, to tell him that okay, they'll talk about it later. But Sean said no. He just kept going on and on and on. And to a point, and one even started crying when they later on when they were having a conversation about it at the garden area. And they'll be all right. So this is what I call it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Au revoir. Adios. Peace and love. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Hope my mic has not gone off. Bye, guys.